The pleasure to introduce Vicki, who will speak on resolutions as part of her Project 2 very complex, not tepid project.
Fellow Toastmasters, it is that time of year. It's the end of the year. We start thinking about the past year and everything that's happened, and what kind of resolutions are we going to make? It's just one of those things that we do, right? That beginning of the year, and I tell you, I am not tepid when it comes to goal setting. It's almost a career for me as far as goal setting, because I like to help people envision what they want and make vision boards and set those goals. So then when I think about resolutions, and in the past, there have been several times where come January, I've set those resolutions. Come February 15th, I've forgotten those resolutions. Then I read a book a couple years back. It was by Shonda Rhimes. And Shonda Rhimes is the creator of Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and several other television shows. And she has a network now, or a production company called Shondaland. And it's just something that she has created. And I read her book, and it was called The Year of Yes. And I did a speech about that a couple of years ago, because she dedicated a whole year to a concept, not a resolution, but a concept. And when I gave that speech, I declared that that year was going to be the year of completing incompletes. Now, how many of you have started something in order to better yourself, and then all of a sudden realize that it hasn't happened? I joined Toastmasters in 2008. In 2016, I still hadn't reached the designation of Distinguished Toastmaster. That was one of the completes that I wanted, or my incomplete that I wanted to complete. So that was on my goal. I had signed up Jack Canfield as Train the Trainer. I did this back in 2015, and I hadn't finished the online program. And it was just one of those things that kept running in my mind of, when are you going to get it done? And it was taking up mental space, and I wasn't getting a lot of things done because I was thinking about what I wasn't getting done, and it was just the snowball effect, and it wasn't making progress. So in 2016, when I declared that it was going to be complete the incompletes, I not only completed the Toastmaster designation of Distinguished Toastmaster, I completed Jack Campbell's Train the Trainer online and his live program, which was a 2-week endeavor. I felt pretty good about it. Then comes this coming up 2018. Just this past December, a year ago, I'm thinking, that worked pretty well. I'm going to try this whole year concept again. So I decided that it was going to be the year of change. And anybody that knows me, who's a tax professional by day, knows that I like the puzzle pieces to fit. I like to know that where things are going is how it's supposed to be. And so allowing myself to be okay with change was a huge deal. When I started the year in January, we were going to sell our house because I was going to be living on 2 coasts. I didn't know how that was going to work, but I was going to figure out a way to live in Pennsylvania some of the year and Washington State the other half of the year. I didn't know how this change was going to affect me, but I was willing to take hold and go for it. Now, as most of you know, we had the death of my husband in May, and so that changed everything. I no longer was going to have to be bi-coastal and living in the eastern side of the states and the western side of the states. So that was a blessing because I knew that home base was still going to be Washington State. And Washington State is pretty cool for the fact that all my children and grandchildren live here. I'm very excited about that. And so this year, we sold the house, and I'm now living with my father temporarily because they say you're not supposed to make any major decisions for 18 months after a tragedy. So I'm trying to be okay with not having solidarity in some of my cases, and that's all right. And this change was also for me, in that I realized that I had done a lot of growing this past year. And so what is 2019 going to be for me? And I had to think, well, it can't be the year of yes yet. The year of yes is where you say yes to every challenge. And I just don't know that I can do that at this point because I like all the puzzle pieces to fit together. And sometimes the unknown scares me, and so it can't be the year of yes yet. But I do know that one thing that I've always wanted to do is to continue to help other people reach their goals and helping them shine. And in order to help them shine, I have to learn how to shine and show everybody that side of me. And through Toastmasters, it's allowing me to do that. And so this is the year that we're all going to shine, Madam Toastmaster.